Maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, we knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end after a nice gainer preventing him from getting the first down?
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's Davis. At the 40, there he goes. Speeding down the left side. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the first half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty. Kickoff. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting.
Makes the catch, and he's free. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Simmons. Plucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Running inside. It's Bishop. Inside the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Vols just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Can't get him to the ground. Maybe a crease. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Takes the easy one to the back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Blasted as he lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Now the pitch.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Fighting off the defender. Not finding any running room, and I think that loss is going to give back what they gained on the previous play, and now it's 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. He's taking the shot. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Hill. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Now the toss. Runs through the tackle. Got a little press. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Now on the option. Quick toss. Finding an escape route. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Ducks are marching down the field. Moore, play action. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dante Moore. The short hands. It's Davison. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Moore to the air. Got his man on the outside. Runs through a tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He's got him still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The LSU Tigers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we get our first look at Sam Levitt. A couple of big-time signal callers on display, and we expect a lot of points to be put up in this one.
Man, I've been waiting for this game for a long time, Reese, after everything you just said. Do not blink, do not go to the bathroom, because both of these offenses can score quickly. These passing attacks are two of the most dangerous in the entire country, and it's always fun when you get to this first game now, because it's one thing to do it in practice, but you can't wait to get out and finally do it against a live defense. And when you've got quarterback play and you've got weapons catching the ball like these
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And talking to the coaches this week, man, they talked about starting fast. Well, they did the exact opposite. Giving up a touchdown on the very first drive. First play, you try to go aggressive, try to go get it back, and now you throw the interception. Nothing going right so far for this squad.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
LSU trying to convert a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Ducks! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
1st and 10. To the air, it's Levitt. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Berry. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground.
It's a seam wide open. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Still just a 2-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Here's more to throw. Looking long. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Makes the grab. It's Levitt. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll run play action. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Run in the red zone, it's Durham. He's into the end zone, and what a way to end the half. A touchdown, a two-point conversion, and that's how we'll go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they called them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey guys, Coach Lane Kiffin told me at the half he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Hooks. He'll be stopped and knocked out of bounds, short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Gets rid of it. On target. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going with the counter play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moore. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets it away off his back foot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. More to throw for it on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Looking for the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
Great job by the defense. They got penetration in the backfield. They were trying to throw for it to get the 2-point conversion, but instead the defense comes up with a massive sack.
He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, more. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything right now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do.
And the ball is free on the pitch. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here on third down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Dante Moore. Looking for a deep man. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock.
He lost one down the sideline. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run for it. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to...
Caught. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Here's Moore to throw. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Cool. It's loose.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Moore will throw. He snagged dragged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Inside the 15. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Running the red zone. It's called. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Now the play fake. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
You